Here's a regular post hole digger that I modified so it can dig an 8-inch diameter hole 5 foot deep. Now the first thing you might notice is that I replaced the handles with 3/4 inch EMT. There are a few reasons why I did this. Number 1, the existing handles were only 4 feet long. Number 2, since I introduced 2 new pivot points at the head, steel is a better choice than wood. Number 3, 3/4 inch EMT has about a 1-inch diameter OD, which makes it the right size for this head. Number 4, it's cheap. A 10-foot length of 3/4 inch EMT is about $12 at 2024 prices. The original handles were rigidly mounted to the head with 2 bolts each, right here. When I installed the new handles, I drilled a new hole in the sides and mounted them with 1 bolt each so they could pivot. I then added a spacer. I drilled 2 slotted holes in the handles so it could pivot and secured it with 3/8 threaded rod, aircraft nuts, and washers. And now, instead of 1 pivot point as originally, it has 4 pivot points. It can pivot here, 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 and here. And that's it. That's the entire modification. It took less than half an hour and cost less than $15 using all new parts, excluding the post hole digger head.
So here you go. This shovel now is fully closed, and note the spread of the handles. They're not spread very far. You can dig 5 feet down with no problem, even 6 feet if the handles were a little longer. And with a straight hole. And as far as the action is concerned, here you go. You pull it apart to open. You push it together to close. Works well. Plenty of leverage. No problem. There you go. There it is in action. Now, of course, I could change this spacer to a pivot, some kind of bracketry here instead of this. This was just a real crude thing to see if it worked, and it worked better than expected. Works very well. There you go.